That was a full playthrough of my game, and I'm just going to go through my Discord, which shows any changes and updates I made to my game as I made it. So the first thing I did with this game was add in an old movement system from a project that I made about 2 years ago called Project Athena. I believe it is on this YouTube channel, a video of it. And here is the player movement script. Should be able to read that. Just pop it on screen for a second, pause it if you'd like to look at it. This didn't end up making it into the end cut of the game due to the game crash. I imported an asset into the game, and I just lost all my progress. Everything corrupted, so I had to restart. This happened a couple of times with Unity. I had quite a few issues, but after a while I got GitHub set up, and I was able to actually recover from these things happening with minimal issues. So you just attach that to a capsule, properly link everything up, add your ground layer, so that way the air control would work properly, lower the gravity ever so slightly, just so that the jumping felt a bit better, and also reduce friction to 0 with a ground physics material, which allowed you to have more control over your character. So it all broke, and I started to change my code to a Dave YouTube tutorials movement script for a dual grappling system. So I followed these tutorials, and I did lose all this progress. However, I was able to recover it since there was a download link for his code. I do understand how all the code works though. I think I actually go through it in the Discord. So there's the move camera script here, the player camera script. Is that the right bit? I might be looking at the wrong section. There's the FOV changes there. Yeah, these are looking around for your mouse, locking your mouse, things like that. And then there's some of the player movement stuff, so these are all the variables down here. Any that can be changed per instant are public, and any that are not needed to be changed as much, like when the player is ready to jump, are hidden. There's different movement states. There's freeze, grappling, swinging, walking, sprinting in air, just so I'm able to define these. Just a couple more variables. These freeze the rotation allow the player to jump from start. Also gets the rigid body. Every frame checks if the player is grounded in this one. This gets inputs and shows when is able and also shows when is able to jump. Different states setting the movement speeds, different needed speeds here. There is the different movement speeds and forces. Limits speed on slopes and on the ground and in the air. More jumping code here. It was quite important to do this as well, so that way if you're in the air you were able to move a lot faster than if you were on the ground, and you'd have a lot less friction. This just enables movement, sets the player velocity, resets restrictions after a grapple, cancel grapples and resets the restrictions again. Got the slopes here. This calculates jump velocity. We could just skipped over this one. Yep, gets move direction for slopes. This is the dual hook scripts. So these are all of the variables that were used in it. Just lists, and then it's here. Checking for swinging points every single frame. These are all the inputs. This is how it finds swing points. And then there is a wall run variable here. So this is when I started making wall running. So these are all of the necessary functions that to have the wall running working. The wall running did end up getting scrapped because of how gravity is used with the wall running and with the grapples. It messed up the code a bit, and it wouldn't allow me to actually get wall running to work. So I did have to scrap it, but I did compensate for that by adding in more movement speed to make it more punishing when you actually get hit. So I just had to comment out all of my wall running scripts because after I made it, it didn't work. So then I adjusted the movement speeds. I added in pigeons, added the code to collect pigeons, and then I added in a collection thing. So it was if you have a set amount of pigeons, it'll end the game pretty much. I added a counter to the top of the screen. I did alter the code just to make them actually pigeons. Started using the block out tools that I had to start blocking out and building a level. And then this is the more finished version of it. There were about 76 pigeons, that's it. 77 pigeons in the first build of the game. I increased it to 100 just to make them a bit more findable. And after finding all of them, I also used that to just fix up any areas that needed to be made easier to move around. It took about 1 minute and 50 seconds to do all that. I added in my main menu, added in music, all of the code for getting the main menu to work, code to quit on escape, added a timer script so that it'll appear in the top, edited the script so the max pigeons are displayed as well. I edited my text so it's now you got all the evil pigeons, built the game, fixed up the script for swapping the scenes. I added some giant invisible walls around the map, and then I added in some particle effects as well, just to finish off my game. Added in some rain around the character, and then I also did my what's it called? I've blanked what it's called.